Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today we are doing a reading for the sign of Libra. And this is going to be from July 15th to August 15th, 2024. If this is your first time here, welcome. I have been reading tarot for about 30 years and I'm also a medium. So we're just going to do a real traditional Celtic cross today for all of my Libras out there. This is if your sun, moon, or rising sign is in Libra, also your Venus in Libra, this could apply to you. So we're just going to do something kind of real general for this energy for this month. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so starting right off with the general energy of this time period between July 15th and August 15th, 2024 is Nine of Cups energy. Nine of Cups is about a wish coming true. This is about material success. It's a time of abundance, okay? So the energy that you're coming in with this month is this energy of abundance, but not only abundance, but feeling worthy of the abundance. So this is going to be a real good time for you in regards to self-love and how you're feeling about yourself. Even look at this card. I mean, look at this lady. She's like feeling herself. She's very sexy. She's confident. And it's that energy this month for you Libras. I feel like it's just very much, you're kind of stepping into your, I don't know, into your sun. And it's a very, very good time. So the challenges that you're going to be looking at might have to do with relationships. There could be an issue in communication between, could be you and anyone, really, anyone that you might have an emotional attachment to. So it could be a family member, it could be your partner, it could be a parent. But for those of you in relationships, I do think that this could be something like that. The other thing that this could represent is meeting someone new. So you could have been in this, like, or you might be in this very like boss lady energy, this self-love, confident energy, but then, and this feeling of independence, right? And then there might be someone who comes in, Libra, and presents you an offer of a relationship, and you might hit the brakes and think, whoa, wait a minute, I wasn't in a place for that. I wasn't looking for that. That wasn't what I was looking for right now. So it becomes this feeling of like an obstacle. It's this idea of like, okay, wait, what do I really want? Do I want this, or do I want to stay in my independent era? So it's a very interesting time, Libra. Looking at your recent past, what you've come out of, you have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands, this is like a time of productivity or perhaps travel, activity, a sense of feeling some type of, validation maybe for a job well done. So you're coming from this place of feeling like you have done a good job. And I think that's probably what has built up this Nine of Cups energy that you're in right now. But going forward, there could potentially be some communication issues coming up. And to be very specific, it's electronic communication issues. So this could be issues with people misinterpreting your tone through either email or text message. So be very clear in your communications this month between July 15th and August 15th. This can also talk about feeling inarticulate or even going through a time of being really passive. So you've come out of this time of a lot of activity, and you might find that you're wanting to kind of just go into this like passive energy, this energy of almost like, I'm almost getting hermit energy, where you're kind of like, oh my gosh, okay, I've like used up all of this energy for all of these things I've done, and now I just want to like almost like hermit up, or I want to be like, be very passive right now, take a very passive role. So watch out for this. This could definitely be something that can hinder where you want to go and what you're doing. And that's the nice thing with tarot. We talk about how it doesn't have to be what happens. It can be used as a tool so that when you see these types of things coming, you can make different choices so that you don't end up with this scenario. Okay, that's like the beauty of free will. So if you ever see something in a reading that you don't like, just know that you can change it. Okay. So then we want to look at this Five of Pentacles reversed. This is talking about your desire you have to kind of revamp, refurbish, rehabilitate, just kind of look at your situation and kind of revamp it. It talks about like looking at your values. Where have you been spending your money? You might be looking at, you might have a financial goal, and you might have realized that you need to re-examine the path that you are taking to get there, because maybe it's not the most effective path. So this is an opportunity for you to really be able to focus on re-examining all of your values and what's important to you, and looking at things in your life that you could possibly kind of upgrade, right? So do you need to do an organization project in your house? Do you need to clean out your junk drawer? Do you need to write a budget or like create a savings plan or an investment plan? So this is that time where you're going to really examine what you really want, what your goals are, and then look at what you're doing and really see if what you're doing is going to get you to where you're actually trying to go. We also have this Ten of Pentacles reversed, and this is stuff that you might not see coming, or you might not want to see coming. This is about family issues. So families, disagreements, arguments, just a time of difficult communication between people, but really specifically family members. And we already know we have this Page of Wands that talks about the possibility of communication issues with electronic communication. And then we see this Ten of Pentacles. So when you're having conversations this month, especially with your family members, be very, just know that it's very susceptible for misunderstandings and for there to be some kind of maybe family conflict or strife. Or someone like, stepping away or like taking a break from the family or not going to an event or something. But there is going to be a family issue that creeps up, and it's going to probably spring out of nowhere, and you're going to think, where did this come from? Okay, so just know that that's hanging out for you and kind of waiting there in the shadows. So moving forward, the next card we have is the Six of Pentacles reversed. So you might be viewed as someone who has a hard time budgeting money or holding on to money. I know with Libras, I'm a Libra, we like the finer things in life. We want beautiful things, and we don't mind spending money on those little luxuries, but sometimes that puts us in a situation where, maybe we shouldn't spend all of that money. You know, maybe we should look at a different way of managing our money. With this coming up, with this Five of Pentacles reversed, it's like you understand that you're probably not the best with money, or you're not making the best financial choices, and you are examining right now how you can do things differently so that you can change this energy for yourself. But I do think it's weighing very heavy on your mind. It's something that you are aware of. It's something that you've thought of. I don't think any of you are going to think that this is like news to you, because it is. It's just kind of that energy of like not being the most, not making the best financial decisions. It doesn't have to mean making terrible financial decisions. It just means like, you have a hard time hanging on to money. You might like get your paycheck and budget it out and spend it so that you go down to exactly zero when your next paycheck hits. That's probably not being like the best steward of your money. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So then the next card we have is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is talking about right now in your environment, there could be some theft that happens, there could be some deception, or there could be impulsive behavior. Okay, so you can anticipate like something might come up stolen. Be very careful. Keep your car locked. Don't leave things like laying out in your car where people can see them and would want to like break a window. Make sure that you lock your home at night. Make sure that you keep, your purse beside you, or hold onto your cell phone, because this could be a time of things being taken, or also people having impulsive behavior around you. So just be very careful, because people could be just behaving in an impulsive way, or also a deceitful way. So if you are getting some intuitive feelings that someone might not be being 100% honest with you, this time period between July 15th and August 15th, you could be right. So just keep an eye on that and understand that that's what's kind of in your environment during this time period. The next thing we have is the Nine of Wands reversed. And this is like talking about your fear of basically like being depleted. Okay, so I think that there's a lot of times, Libra, where you are feeling like you're always in battle. Libras are very emotional, but they're also very justice driven. So it's this like constant need for things to be balanced and for things to be fair and just. But then there's also this deep empathy that is felt when we see things that are unjust. And so it's like this double whammy of emotional energy being like taken from us. And I think that sometimes Libras can be really afraid of like, oh my gosh, like what if I can't continue on? I feel like Libras tend to push their bodies a lot. So like they're the type of people who are going to carry all of the grocery bags in one trip. They're the kind of people who are going to, because they don't want to put anybody out. You know what I mean? And so they'll push their body really, really hard, and they'll push to the point of like complete depletion. You might be also in a situation where you are the like sole financial provider for your family. You could have a real fear this month of feeling like if something happens to me, who's going to take care of my family? So I just feel like you have a lot of pressure and a lot of responsibility. And there's just this like overwhelming fear of feeling like all of the responsibility is on you, and you're so tired and you're so afraid of like, you can't stop because everything will fall apart. So you're afraid of like, oh my gosh, like what if I, am forced to stop? What if I'm injured, or what if something happens, or what if there's a catastrophe, or, so there's a lot of that, I think, fear that you are sifting through right now, this month. Okay. But then we have this Page of Cups energy, which is just like the sweetest energy. This is like fun, socializing. Page of Cups is a really sensitive person. It's someone who's can be very poetic and just someone who like wants to make things more like beautiful. That kind of person that always wants to make things like a little extra special. Okay, it's like that, but in a just general energy. Okay, not like in a specific person, just like as the general vibe. So everything is going to end up in this like great way, great energy. I feel like there's so much fear and anxiety right now happening here with like, I think it's probably based around like money. It can be based around feeling like you are the sole supporter or you have a lot of responsibilities. But I do see that everything is going to be fine because we're starting with this Nine of Cups and we're ending, with this Page of Cups. So it's all love. It's all good. I think you're spending a lot of time stressing out about things that are really not going to impact you the way that you feel like they're going to impact you. Impact you. So it's time to just kind of release some of that. Have some grace. Really just focus on your finances. Focus on what you're doing that is not working and how you can tweak it in your favor. And then just keeping to yourself, understanding that right now, your environment, there's some shady stuff going on. And so it's just such a good time for you to sort of pull within and, keep things to yourself, which is really hard for Libras because we want to like chat with everybody and share. But right now, between July 15th and August 15th, keep everything really close to the vest. Let other people talk. You just listen. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to push these to the side and I just want to get some other just general messages from Spirit for all of the Libras out here. Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. And this is messages from Spirit for the time period of July 15th, 2024 to August 15th, 2024. Okay. So the very beginning of this time period, right around like July 15th, July 16th, there could be some type of a tower moment coming up for you Libras. When the tower is reversed, it can talk about people being oppressed. It can talk about a cataclysm. It can talk about some really dark things. There are some very crazy things that are going on astrologically. I am not an astrologer, but I follow a few astrologers, and some of the things that they're talking about with Mars and Uranus and Taurus and being in a line with or something. I'm not an astrologer, but being in alignment with this star called Agal. It's like a very bad time. And the last time it lined up like this was 84 years ago, which was during World War II. So there's been a lot of, chatter on just out there about the energy for this time period. So there could be something that does happen, but we have this 10 of Cups right after it. So everything is fine. Everything is going to be just fine. 10 of Cups is absolute bliss. It's happiness. It's family. It's joy. You're okay and you are divinely protected, and always know that you're divinely protected. And when you start to get nervous or scared and think that you aren't, just remember that you are. Okay? There's always a rainbow after the rain. This is going to be washed away, and you're going to be left with this beautiful energy of family and love and joy and happiness. We also have this Queen of Wands energy. She is very self-assured. She's a very earth type woman. She's like one with nature. She likes to be outside. She might be someone who can utilize natural resources, bake from scratch, make things, garden, just someone like that, like kind of like that hippie vibe. She is just this very confident, very down to earth, very rooted energy. Okay, so there's this energy of just being incredibly solid in how you're feeling, and I really feel like this is going to relate to how you're feeling in your environment with your resources. I just feel like you're going to be very confident. So if there's something around your house that needs to be done, you're going to be fine to handle that. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of confidence. We have the, the Queen, the Nine of Cups, and then we have this Queen of Wands, and I just feel like there's this really good, solid energy that you have, that you're going to carry with you during this time period. And then we have this Page of Swords reversed. This can be someone being a little manipulative or cunning. So again, be careful, because we had that other card that talked about deception, that talked about people not being honest, that talked about there being things that aren't as they seem, sneaky things that are happening. That Seven of, was it the Seven of Swords? I believe we had, it was the Seven of Swords energy. It was that idea of someone being deceptive, impulsive. Okay, so I do feel like that is this Page of Swords energy. So again, it's just this additional warning from Spirit that be on your guard. There is a Page of Swords, okay? And we are going to look at, okay, so the way this month is going to wrap up for you is this Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Nine of Pentacles. And so when the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, it can talk about some unrest or some misfortune. It can be feeling stagnant. It can be feeling stuck. But it also talks about, everything is just it's random. You never know when something's going to happen. But you are in this Nine of Pentacles energy. So you were in the Nine of Cups energy, and now this Nine of Pentacles, which Nine of Pentacles is material comforts, being successful, being independent. This is prosperity. So no matter what happens, okay, no matter how your luck might flip, you're always going to be fine and be stable. And I think that's really important, because I know with Libras, we can be really decisive, and we can really spend time going back and forth about all of our decisions that we have to make. And so understanding that, you know what, it's a lot of it's random, and we're going to be okay in the end. This is going to be the energy. You're going to be fine. And the final card is a final piece of advice from Spirit to all my Libras for the time period of July 15th to August 15th, 2024. Oh my gosh, what a card to end it on, right? So this talks about passion and partnership and unity. So the advice from Spirit is to follow your passions, to unite with people, to form connections and bonds. We are in such a divisive time right now, and this is that reminder that instead of engaging in that divisiveness, instead reach out with love and understanding. Okay? Oh my gosh, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading and it was helpful for you. If it resonated with you, please leave a thumbs up. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Also, I do private readings. All of that information is on my website, which is linked in the description box down below. Thank you so much for trusting me to read your tarot, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.